Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yup, what's good, original crew, man? We're back today. We have Squid Game 2 explained by a black man. I know this video is a look 2 months old. But me see just recently, about 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago.
I finished before you, then you followed. It is what it is. I finished before you.
We both have finished.
I finished. Oh, I gotta check on my show. See if they got But
what's your show?
I finished.
Okay. Anyway, let's
Trackers.
Go. Who?
Trackers.
Oh. Anywho, let's go.
Hater. But we finished Squid Game 2. Well, I finished first, and then she finished about a week and a half later.
But at this very moment,
I'm not finna lie to the people when it's the truth.
It don't matter. We finished.
You be behind. It's okay. Then she want to start shows that I say I was going, but it's okay. But hey, with that being said, before we get into it, make sure you check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go. You want the first part. All you got to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's visuals,
Lock it in with a thumbs up.
But I will say, I cannot wait to season 3 or season 2 part 2, because you can't, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You can't finish that, like,
End it like this.
nah. And then where we let's go. I don't want to say nothing. Hey, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Join the family, join the fun, man. Right?
Yeah, always.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go.
Yes, sir. It's time for some more peek. So the show starts, and we got Rich Man. Yeah, that's him. Gihun over here comparing meat sizes with the front man, and the sudden switch to the red hair was not it, no cap. But before heading back to Seoul to find bro, Gihun finds the tracker in his ear and rips it out. Oh yeah, that hurts like a mother. Yellow. Give me a sec, kid. Oh, heck nah, he a goona. It switches to that cop who got greased by his own brother, and I know it must feel crazy to not only get smoked by your brother, but find out he's actually the mind behind these crazy games. We get a time skip, and they got my guy here looking like Paul Blart on crossing guard duties, and bro is trying too hard. Man's out here writing tickets on goofy riding mopeds. Ooh, I like a man in uniform. This is Jun-ho, and during this time skip, he's been grinding tirelessly trying to find the island where the games were held, but everybody just thinks he's capping. It pans back to Asian Batman in his Gooner hotel. Bro got that bag and started locking in trying to find the front man. The doorbell rung, and bro got his wish. The front man sitting there with some noggins in his hand, but it was just a bad dream. But that grimy goofy from the first season over here, buddy, cause Gihun got that money and paying him and his mans to help him find the recruiter dude, who be out here pimp slapping fools, by the way. So for the past 2 years, both Gihun and Jun-ho been getting hold. One fool dropping the bag and getting nowhere, and the other riding around in mini tsunamis trying to find an island and his brother. But the wait is over, because the land shark fool finds the recruiter, and of course he's up to his usual antics. I'll slap fire to your face. But Gihun and the boys go stalking the recruiter, who ends up pulling into a homeless shindig. Bro brought in the good eats and some scratch-offs. Oh yeah, it's finna be a good time.
Which one you would have chose, see?
Shindig. Bro brought in the good eats and...
Which one you choosing?
Probably the food.
If you homeless, starving, and ain't got nothing.
I'm gonna turn down I'm gonna turn down the scratch off.
But also, what if you hit on the scratch off though? Let's be real. I can hit on the scratch off.
But it's a gamble though.
But it's a gamble of I can hit 100. What's this? Up to what? Billion?
But what's that over there at the top? I don't know. But some money. You can win some money, right?
Some money.
But like I said, it's a gamble. I may not, and I'm gonna still be hungry. So I'm just gonna put a little food on my stomach
and still be broke. A gamble is a gamble, right?
That's a 50-50.
And that little bread ain't gonna.
It'll do a little something, put a little something on my stomach.
And it's gonna make you continue to make you hungry. I'm just saying, y'all let me know what y'all would choose.
And some scratch offs. Oh yeah, it's finna be a good time. But bro is like, gotta pick one. Ooh, still broke. Bro went around to each and every homeless person at the park, and they all chose to take their chances with that scratch off. So bro went to the middle and poured all the good eats on the floor and started tweaking, smashing all the eats. But a nigga
at
like me,
him.
if I'm down bad, I'm finna pull a phantom, no cap.
Eat!
So Gihun paid goons keep stalking.
You know what? Which is so crazy because it's in a rapper. I don't give a fuck how much you step
That's
on.
when the rappers was busting open.
Not on all of them. I still would have went out if
But
I'm
he
home.
wouldn't even allow you to come close to him.
Bro, do you not know homeless people eat out the trash can?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying this man wouldn't allow you.
Soon as he walked off.
Now that I would do. I mean, hey. Gotta do what you gotta
You
do.
should have just took it with you. It would have made more sense to take it with you.
I was like, that's so low.
No cap.
Eat!
So Gihun paid goons keep stalking the recruiter. Both came around that corner on timing though, beating these fools down. See, a man like me untraceable. Now bro got the goons tied up in some Diddy mansion, and they have to play paper rock scissors -1 for their
Bro, this
lives.
was
after a
so
couple
tragic.
scares, bro put more bullets in the gun. So whoever loses next is dead basically. Lil bro ended up losing, but his boss a real one and forfeited with a shot to his dome to save bro. Back at the crib, Gihun walks into the recruiter just chilling. All this oral forming for what? So they end up playing the game of Russian roulette. So they gotta keep pulling the trigger each round until someone dies. No bullet rotation. Whoever wins basically gonna be at 0% luck after this dub. So it's down to a coin flip. And Gihun was like, I'm the main character. He pulls that trigger, had bro looking crazy because he was just talking.
I sure saw it. Like when we were watching, well, not we. When I was watching it, when he did that, I said, "Oh yeah," his ass got scared.
Mm-hmm.
The recruiter, he was like, "Oh fuck."
Mm-hmm.
I didn't expect it, but you got to keep going with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You talk big game. Come on, big game.
On.
All that cash, but he ain't no hoe, so he put the gun to his jaw and blew his own wig back. Meanwhile, buddy Junho is creeping around the spot trying to find clues. He wanders in and finds one of the goons tied up for some dealer activities, and Gihun finds the invitation to his party. Stick him up! I ain't playing with you. Mink got his head caved in and woke up in the tub. After some talk no jutsu, everybody became buddy and came up with a plan to stop the front man. Then it switches to a girl over here popping perks. And low key, I would give these side characters a little shine, but it's like they forced so many of these fools down our throat this season, so we're just gonna make this quick. So
that is true though. A lot of the side characters did kind of get more forced.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily forced, but it gave more. I think it gave a little too much shine to the side characters, than the main character.
In the main, yeah.
Like season 1, we mainly followed the main character. This season, it was like we get this person.
True.
There's a parade and a girl and a bunny. The bunny is the perkaholic from the night before who received a card from another recruiter. And little girl walks in on the mascots changing, rubs old girl's scars. She sees one of the mascots out of uniform, cries in her dad's arm and gets carried away. Now we see Gihun over here stalking his friend who died son, who is now well off honestly after all that money he gave bro and the granny. Man's got a whole daughter, but she can't even get a pint of 2% milk. Back with the little girl, and she was still traumatized and ended up passing out at the amusement park. Got the perkaholic over here like, man, freak them kids, I'm out. So Gihun gets this tracker put in his mouth so they could follow bro to the island. And before the plan was put in motion, bro had to call his daughter. Then proceeded to not say a word. I know you trying to save lives, but you're still a bad dad, no cap. They get to this club where the game's guards pull up to take Gihun away. Bro gets in the limo and started talking to the front man.
You thought I was in here, didn't you, dummy?
Man, just put me in the games. I'm gonna smoke your tail.
Oh, you want to play, huh? Shoot.
So bro got hit with the laughing gas and woke up in the games. Then next, Junho and the goon head off to try and track Gihun down. In the games, bro wakes up to a lady just eyeing him down. And here is where we get introduced to a whole bunch of new characters. One of notice is this purple-haired fool. They call him Thanos, cause he's out here trying to snap niggas away. Look how he confronting the crypto scammer. Where's my money, Ling Ling? Meanwhile, they all sign these NDAs, but that doesn't matter. Cause only one fool is making it out of these games alive. After taking their mug shots, it's time for the first game. And it ends up being red light, green light, just like last time. Look at Thanos trying to spit game. They call me Thanos, cause I be snapping on niggas. You ride with me, you know my finger on that trigger. Ooh, he a gangster. Then Gihun finds out the tracker in his tooth was removed, and Jun-Ho and the goon pulled up to the island looking crazy. Now bro realizes
That don't work. There's no way out of this one.
bro runs out trying to warn everyone that this isn't just a game. The losers die. If you lose, it's up for you. But of course they ain't trying to hear all that and think he's just a crash out. So the game starts. And it's all fine right now. They make it through the first couple rounds smooth as butter. But soon as they get about halfway down the field, it starts getting hectic. A bee lands on Shorty neck and she starts tweaking. Got popped straight in the dome. And now the real games begin. People start moving and getting laid down left and right. And then we find out that
I ain't gonna lie. Can you keep still though? After witnessing somebody get popped. Not you.
Yeah.
No. No.
Yeah,
See,
I heard.
you went, oh my fucking God! Yeah, here they come at your ass.
I think I could.
You see
If you
what
tell
you think I would do?
freak out. If you
No,
tell me,
fucking-
if you
no, you know, like on some real spill.
If
what
you tell me
oh no,
let me finish.
nope.
Let me finish. If you tell me beforehand, like, hey, this ain't no game.
You still,
No,
I'm saying, but
I'm
you
not
ain't,
trying to die.
but you don't know. You don't know. I'm saying, but you
no
don't
one
know.
told me.
No, he told you in the beginning, but you haven't seen it. So you like, do you
I wouldn't
believe
take no
him?
chances. Yeah, I
But-
believe him.
No, you wouldn't. Cause you
Yes,
be like,
I
what?
would.
No, you'll be like, what the fuck this motherfucker talking
I'm
about?
like, he sound a little
But
crazy.
then when you see that,
I
I'm saying, but you see that first person get shot and killed, and you just like, have you ever seen a dead body before?
I won't freak out.
And yes, we have. We both seen a dead body before together.
I won't freak out though. Like I would just,
Ain't this
you know,
crazy?
I'd just be like, oh my gosh, I don't want to
You
think
want
about
to tell
that.
them story?
No, I don't want to think about that. But
Literally right outside, not here.
not here. But you just dying to tell a story. Ain't
I'm
you?
just saying we seen a dead body literally laid out.
But
We're like, damn, this man dead, and they just dumped him right here out in the open.
let's go.
My bad.
It ain't
So
no
what?
way.
What you think I would do?
Oh shit.
You got me. You see,
So-
you know me. You know I wouldn't give two fucks.
Oh,
I,
yes, you would. You
not
are
seeing
not
somebody-
that cold hearted.
Not seeing somebody get popped, you know, I'd be like, damn, bro, that's fucked up. But I'm gonna keep my shit. I might hit him with the damn, cuz he
I'd
did
be like that too. I'm not gonna
See you. You gonna get to shaking.
I'm gonna be like,
See, you gonna
I
be
may be
shaking like a
shaking a little
stripper.
bit, but not to
You
the point where-
moving?
I'm saying I'm gonna be. That's crazy. I ain't trying to see that.
See how you shaking?
Yeah, but I ain't gonna.
But you
shake,
moving
but I ain't
though.
gonna shake too hard where like it'll text me like moving. But or my eyes may just buck a little bit. You know, I may be like, oh my god,
She go, oh shit, these niggas shoot for real.
they shoot. But I ain't gonna be like,
Oh, see,
I'm
you
trying
funny.
to live.
You funny, see.
Crazy.
games begin. People start
She gonna
moving
freak out
and
just
getting
like
laid
these
down
fuck-
left and right. And then we find out that one of the snipers is the perkaholic. She went
Yep.
from popping pills to greasing people. I don't even feel bad for Shorty no more. Thanos pops him some drugs real quick, and now he's locked in. Soon as that next round started, he was on timing. Green light, but you better stop on red, my nigga. They all lined up to throw the robot off, but look at bro. Grammy Food
Oh.
pushed them down.
He pissed me off when he did that.
So they finished the game.
pissed me
and
off
this
the
is
whole-
crazy
The
right
whole
here.
time.
Bro
I
crossed
was
the
happy he
line
died.
and still got popped. But they
Because he was supposed to have died anyway, wasn't he?
she didn't have to do that though. I said she cold hearted.
But also she had to because that was the rules of the game. He had to die.
She ain't have to.
finish, and 101 players end up getting greased that game. They get back to their room, and the people flagging out because they want to go home now. But as soon as that money dropped, them faces started to change like, shoot, these games ain't so bad to me. So they take a vote to see if they'll continue the games or not. It ends up leaning more towards people want to continue. So Gihun had to think up something. I've played.
Just imagine how many people who said, yeah, let's continue, and then end up dying.
Facts, especially after just seeing what y'all seen, witnessing what y'all like. Really,
I ain't gonna
I'll be
lie.
like, nah, baby, it's time to go home.
Want me to tell you, low key, the whole time I was watching, I said, man, I hope all them motherfuckers die.
The ones
The
that
ones that want to stay.
the ones to stay.
That's fucked up. But I was like, I hope.
And
all
then it's
y'all
even
die.
more effed up though.
And I don't want the other people to die. I was rooting
It's-
for them to die, not the other people.
Right, that's what I'm about to say. It's even more effed up if the people that wanted to go home and be the ones
End up dead.
end up dead
and
next.
gone.
Yeah.
You got a bird.
I am, but just not loud.
She keep.
leaning more towards people want to continue. So Gihun had to think up something. I've played these games before. Y'all niggas better lock in before I tweet the freak out. And when it got to the last guy, it turns out to be the front man playing in the games just like the old man from the first season who created them. So a whole bunch.
And then why he ain't pick up on this though, right? You know the person last time you played the game.
That kind of pissed me off. I'm like, you acting a little.
You know
slow.
he was number one,
right?
So why you ain't pick up on it again?
And I'm like, he want to be real close.
Ain't this the cop brother?
Yeah, you want to be real close. That's
You
crazy.
should have sent the cop in. Well, he wasn't cool with him. Like, yes, he was.
They ended up coming. They came up with the plan.
You should have sent him in. I would have. Well, he already shot.
He already tried to say he don't care.
But he didn't kill him. He just shot him. He ain't trying to kill his brother. He just wanted to get rid of his brother. But not get rid of him like kill him.
I know what you mean, yeah.
Front man playing in the games just like the old man from the first season who created them. So a whole bunch of people end up trying to follow Gihun because he's played before. Down in the dungeon, the organ harvesters are heated because the perkaholic is insta-killing everyone. So they bring her in to tell her to chill and to leave them alive so they can make some money off these organs. It's time for the next game, and bro tells everyone not
I wonder what's they doing that in the beginning. When he was season 1, where they do, here she go back with the stomach growling. I wonder what's they doing.
I think that was always like the thing, right? But
we didn't know that. Yeah,
I know, but they didn't show it.
Yeah.
But
Well, it was more. Well, I think season 1 it was more insinuating that they were doing the games for all these rich people. Because you remember
that's what it was. That showed what it was, and yeah. But that's why I said, with her like taking the dude, I was like, she had to do that. Well, I mean, they would have eventually.
They would have got him and killed him for.
But that's why they was mad because you taking folks out now. The stuff
because you kill them and the organs, because you killing.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't like eliminate them where they can shoot them.
Little wound.
No, like you can still kill somebody, but you can kill them a certain way where their organs still are functioning. She was killing them to die
quick,
and their organs fail.
To make some money off these organs. It's time for the next game, and bro tells everyone not to pick the umbrella. So the people who follow him pick the triangle, and when they opened that mug up, I was like, yeah, y'all cooked. Ain't no.
Could you do that?
Heck no.
Pick the triangle, and when they opened that
ain't no regular. No, I couldn't do that, baby. That thing.
I'll be like, I did cut it out. I cut this one out.
Right? You ain't specify which one.
When they showed this, I said, oh, shit. But it was a dream, though. It was all a dream. I used to read.
I was like, yeah, y'all cooked. Ain't no amount of licking finna save you from this one. But it ends up just being another bad dream. He wakes up and they get ready for the real second game. And it's not like what he told everyone. So now his reputation is thinning like Bradley Martin's hairline. So players start forming in groups of 5. And the game is said to be a 6-legged relay. Also during the relay, they have to play 5 individual games to continue around the rainbow ring. The first couple groups, they were not locked. One group, a nigga couldn't.
I could have did half of these damn games. That was easy to knock this little shit over.
Your aim gotta be good.
I got good aim. Baseball, basketball, girl. There's 2 sports about aiming.
What was the other game? I know throwing the thing down, flipping it.
Could you do that?
I think I could do that.
Cause you gotta pipe it where it flips.
Yeah, I think I could do that.
And that's just about.
We kind of used to play games like that.
Yeah, it's just about putting a lot of force into
it.
And you can kind of put a little twin on, a little twist to turn on it to make it flip. You know what I'm saying? You can just, and then they'll pop, and then we used to do a little shit like that, didn't we?
Yeah, I think the only one that would have been hard was the one where you had the spin thing.
No, you ain't never. That's like Beyblades and spin top shit.
But I don't feel like I probably would have been having an off day, nerves and stuff.
The one that was gonna be hard was the little joints you got to. How grandma?
That's the hard one. Oh yeah, because she was. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
That was
somebody
too much,
else gonna have to do
that's
that.
Too much hand-eye coordination. And you know, if you ain't got good hand.
Yeah.
Can you go and hit a bat?
Yeah, I can hit a bat. I can hit a ball.
Yeah, you can hit a bat.
I can hit a ball.
With a bat?
Yeah, what else? Yeah.
It ain't anybody can say they can do it, but it's about can you
I used to do it.
No, you did.
Yes, I did.
No, you did.
Yes,
and I ain't talking about underhand little throw. I ain't talking about that.
No.
I'm saying because that's all hand-eye coordination.
Even hit the rock, and the
I hate
other,
her.
the girl couldn't catch
Nah, I
the
couldn't do
dice.
that.
Over here wasting
You right.
all kinds of time.
And you got
Mans
other
missed that
stuff in
rock
your
for the
hand.
third time and started pissing himself. But the time
He pissed himself. I said, "Oh shit, no, he did."
Did they make it?
Hell no.
The one that they didn't make it?
Hell no.
I forgot.
When he saw pissing himself, I said, "The nigga know he
Oh,
did."
that's a bad
He know
way
he
to go
did,
out.
bro. That's a bad way to go out when you know, like, damn, I pissed myself before I died. Ugly car.
kinds of time. Mans missed that rock for the third time and
Look
started
at him.
pissing himself, but the time hit 0 and both the groups got laid down. Then we see that there's this underlying beef with all the buttons. The triangle's over here having a civil war because old girl keeps killing the players dead before they can sell the organs. And now the square is freaking pissed. The group with the granny goes and they are locked, passing the first couple challenges with minimal mistakes. And when they got to the granny with the dice, I was like, shoot, okay, go ahead and get it then, old lady. She ate that challenge up. After
Ate it
ripping
on
that
up.
Beyblade and playing keep me up with the pom-pom, they passed the challenge.
Oh, with the kippy.
You ain't doing that.
No. We did used to do that, but it was not with a pom pom.
Not with a pom-pom.
But it's hacky sack. Have you ever hacky sack? I can do hacky sack.
I'm like
well,
you.
when I
I'm
was
like-
younger, I could do hacky
I'm like
sack.
you. Now that thinking about it, all the games I could do except for the
hand-
catching
that-
thing. That would.
I had to play that a couple times to get the rhythm. I can't get the rhythm of the stroke.
It's the backhand that I feel like I won't be able to catch it.
But
on.
all of them wasn't playing it like that though.
Well, she made it difficult.
Yeah,
I like the way she did it though.
on the buzzer beater had everyone in that mug turned. So a couple more groups goes
Look at all that
passing and
blood.
failing. Then it's up to Gihun's group last, and they breezing through at the beginning, but it gets to the front man, and he over here sabotaging on purpose. But they
Yes.
pass on the buzzer beater also and survive to the next game. And let's pause for a bit because I want y'all to comment down below honestly how y'all think y'all would do in this relay game. Cause me, boy, if I'm playing the dice, yeah, it's up for the whole group. We all getting laid down.
I'm telling you.
Go and take me to glory. Go.
That's the hardest one.
'Cause, yeah.
Now the little pom pom joint to keep you
I could
up,
probably
because she had to do it
five.
five.
I could lock in for
Five.
five. You know what I'm
Five.
saying?
I'm trying to hit it. Bop. I
Let's
gotta.
see. I got some?
I'm finna buy me a hacky set. Have you ever had a hacky set? I used to have one back in the day. Did you ever have a hacky set?
I feel like everyone. Well,
No,
probably not
everybody
everyone,
didn't have
though.
one. Don't no.
I said probably not everyone.
No, but I used to have a little hacky sack. I used to stop.
You weren't
And then
doing
when
all
people
that.
used to hit the dot, I used to be like, "You doing too much." No, I can hit it on the interior,
But you can't
But
hit-
I can't hit the.
You gotta have a
I can't
little
hit
skill
the.
for that.
Nah, my thighs.
Your thighs ain't always been thighs.
Nah, they ain't always been thighs, but them thighs ain't that. It's the hip.
Them hips ain't.
I ain't got them hip dips.
When the PlayStation buttons went back to their
some
living
oil,
quarters,
child.
Perkaholic got pressed and threatened because she's over here holding their bag, killing the players. They end up getting their point across, but she definitely snuck in a couple good
What you
licks.
said?
Got this goofy mouth leaking. Back in the main room, they begin another vote for the continuation of the game. And these fools complaining that the split, if they were to quit, is only 78 million of their currency. Like, bruh, y'all are broke.
Right?
Anything you can get counts unless you want to take that risk at death again. They start voting again. And of course, Doodle Bob's gonna be Doodle Bob's.
What you
They continue
said.
the game. So the next game is called Mingle. To be short, the players have to form in groups running into these rooms according to the designated.
How would you did
This
in
was
this
my
one?
favorite one, I think.
This one where it's like
Not like in a good way,
this
but
is
like
this one's
it
very
just-
much so. Damn if you do, damn if you don't.
It was like one of them things, like not.
Reason why I'm saying is because
Probably
like,
not favorite, but it was very interesting. I should say that.
because if I have an alliance,
Yeah.
all right, that's gonna work in my favor.
But say,
But if the
yeah.
alliance is too many,
Say for instance, you got 5 people, but now the thing is just 4.
no, it's just 3.
Okay, 3.
We gotta
4
pick and
or
choose
3. And now I
which
gotta pick
2.
and choose which 1 or 2 to.
Get rid of. Now that's the damn if you do, damn if you don't.
But
you know?
y'all can get together and just hurry up and find someone. You know what I'm saying? But it is kind
But
of.
also,
like,
if you ain't got no alliance, you damn.
damn. You just damn. Okay.
You just
Gone
like
and-
I ain't
gone
got
and
nobody. Yeah.
Going to glory.
Number that the commentator calls out. So if you go into a room too deep or too little, yeah, it's up for you. The game is definitely designed for all out chaos and to weed the weak out. Stragglers getting laid down expeditiously. One group thought it was sweet and tried to get away with only 3 people in the room. I think we hit a lick, y'all. To no avail. That PlayStation button got a triple wall bang. And look at the front man instigating the next round. They saved the granny, and bro is like, "Where's your son, Granny-san? I thought y'all were together." "Don't try me, young buck. My son is a good boy. He will never leave me on purpose." But honestly, if we look back at the replay, even though he got forced into a group, bro didn't
sure
put up much
did.
of an effort. Next
What
round
you
is supposed to
said?
be 5, and little old young me got caught lacking. But hey,
I
bro
was
closed
so-
the door to save the group, so they can't be too mad at dude. Next round, we get to see how the front man really gets down. Bro ran in that room that was supposed to be 2, and dang broke this goofy neck so he could survive the next round. And I wonder what the guards would do if the front man was on the
True, in this situation, because you remember last time the front man, they faked his death because they did the marbles in season 1 and he lost.
I remember, yeah.
And so, but that was his way to kind of get out of the game. And he was supposed to get killed, but didn't get killed. But in this situation, they just gunning down. So I wonder, how would you have been able to fake this death? Because you remember last time they killed him off. Away from everybody. This time they killing them all in front of everybody. So that's the reason why he had to kill him. He had to.
Yeah.
'Cause, man, that man wasn't gonna get gunned down.
Yeah.
the chopping block, because they definitely know what bro looks like. Do y'all think they just kill him or nah? With around 100 players left, it's time for another vote, and it's looking good for the players who want to quit. Meanwhile, Junho and his group think they have leads on the island, but are getting nowhere. Something's fishy going on with them. It's a close ball game, and it comes down to the front man's vote to either tie it up or continue the game. But he sticks to the script and ties it up. But now the X's and O's are divided before the revote tomorrow, meaning there's finna be a brawl. At dinner, everybody gets these metal forks with their meals. Yeah, these games people know what they doing, because when they got to the bathroom, the crypto nigga and Thanos
This was the craziest scene, bro.
It was crazy.
But what if he was in that bathroom? See, you know things used to go down in the bathroom.
I got my fork. This is my fork in my hand. I'm holding it to the side so that I can go ahead and do what I need to do. Because I
Hey,
would
you
have
know
had to
things
take
used
a
to go
couple
down
people
in the
out.
bathroom.
I know. I would have had to take him out.
No, you'd be
Quick.
like, meet me in the bathroom.
get to scrapping, and Thanos on his bumper, no cap, put a haymaker to his jaw. But when bro was trying to flex while choking him, he caught a fork to his throat, and Thanos was no more. These fools in this bathroom like Gordon Ramsay
you
with these
said?
forks,
Oh
and the
my
play
God.
buttons just out here like, shoot, just hanging around. Back with Junho and his group, we found out that the
That was
vote-
crazy.
Bruh,
But
I
always
wanted to
suspected
talk to
something
you
of him,
about.
though.
Oh, I wanted to talk to you about that part so bad.
I swear,
I
even
said,
when
you
they was in
watching,
like
I
the
can't-
little, when they was eating at the table and he had all the dudes, and when him and the
remember.
other dude was like, they was eating and he was like, yeah, you got your little whatever. I can't remember what he called him or whatever. But it was always something about him that was just a little like
Fishy.
off or fishy about him. But I can't put my finger on it.
I can't wait
But then
till
when
the
this
next-
scene came, I said, I freaking knew it.
keep
Yeah.
working with their ass.
Yeah.
Captain was the one being grimy the whole time, hoeing Junho for years trying to find this island. Since the odds are uneven now after the bathroom brawl, the players are preparing for an all-out war when the lights cut out. But Gihun talks his group into just hiding and playing dead until all the play buttons pull up after the brawl, and then they'll take their guns and get up out of here, killing the higher-ups and the front man, who happens to be sitting right here listening to bro. These goofies just don't know I'm the front man. But they listen to Gihun, and during this
crazy.
absolute utensil massacre, they all hide and wait. So, anyone trying to get drinks later? I'm down, trying to get a little tipsy. But when the fight was finally over, the play buttons ran in and squashed the beef real quick. Meanwhile, Gihun and co playing armadillo and sneak the guard to steal their guns. And they going ham too,
What you
bruh. This
said?
looked like a 0.5 KD Call of Duty lobby. So the guards retreat, and while Gihun and everyone trying to regroup, the play buttons assemble. So they formed this ragtag group of players to take over the place. And as soon as they got to the stairs area, they were met with a drive-by. And what the freak are these stairwells made of? Vibranium? They make it through, and while trying to get into the security areas, the guard they took hostage sees the front man for the last time. Bro caught a bullet dead to his noggin. They get into a
Man.
turf war in the security area, and the front man uses this opportunity to switch sides, put Gihun and them in the genjutsu over the walkie-talkie, making it seem like he was the one getting killed. In reality, he killed some of the players. The players end up surrendering and still got blasted down. Gihun and his homie get caught too, and the front man comes down to grease the the homie, and it ends there until the next season. No cap, I don't know what they got in store for the next season, but I better start getting answers to all my questions. Anyways,
Facts.
thanks JMF for the support. We moving. Like, comment, subscribe, and go on by them heads. Dear Lord Jesus, your children come before you again. We come here to pray for strength, wisdom, and courage in these times when things just don't seem right. We ask for more of your love also, dear Lord. We ask that you just send a wave of healing and revival across these nations to bring your children back to you, dear Lord Jesus, and to thank you for all you've done for us. In your name we pray. Amen. See ya.
Juicy Mafia, hidden technique.
I look forward to the little prayer at the end.
Yeah, we let it ride out. CB wanted me to let it ride out, y'all.
But you better not turn that little prayer out, child. But yeah.
I can't wait to the next season, though.
This season was good. I seen something. But anyway, it ain't that crazy. But no, this season was really good. But the ending, I was like, bro, are you serious? Yeah. I need more. But yeah. Okay, sorry.
But hey, man, y'all spam us up in the comments. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts about it for us in the comment section down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ Do Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
Kid and C.
We are.
Go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar, 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 dollar.